What is going on, everybody? Back at it again with another YouTube video. And today, I'm going to be talking about something that has been flowing around Philly sports media, Philly sports talk radio for the past couple of days. And I'm going to get into that, but before I do, and if you love Philadelphia sports, Eagles, Sixers, Phillies, Flyers, and even the Philadelphia Union, or if you like a good rivalry, or if you just like sports and you want to keep up with other teams around the league, well, this is the channel for you. I cover all things Philadelphia sports from these teams right behind me. I talk about them every day. I'm not going to miss a single upload all of November. If you haven't already, check out my live stream from last night I did with Philly Take with RB and Stephen Conrad Jr., the Philly Drip podcast. You know, being on with those guys was awesome last night. Definitely going to be doing a lot more things. And that's kind of why I'm making this video, is because I brought up something yesterday that got a lot of controversy. It got a lot of hate with, the two players in the city that have gotten the most hate. And if you don't know who that is by now, it is Ben Simmons and Carson Wentz. The reason why I'm wearing the Sixers and the Wentz jersey thing. But mainly, my main question is, who is the most frustrating Philadelphia athlete? Now, there could even be other players in this list. You got Reese Hoskins and from the Phillies that I think is probably the most frustrating. And in hockey, a guy like JVR, guys like that. Even Konechny in the playoffs was very frustrating, but that's not what this is about. This is about the two popular athletes in their respected sports. In football and basketball, everybody knows who Ben Simmons and Carson Wentz is. Everybody knows who they are. They are two phenomenal players. They have had their moments, good and bad. Now, as we know this year, Carson Wentz has struggled some in certain games. He struggled in the Cowboys game. He struggled in Cincinnati, or not in Cincinnati. He struggled in the Rams, and he struggled in the second half of the Washington football team game. But Ben Simmons has also struggled at times, and it's kind of like he's gotten struggled to put past the fact that he will get criticized for not having a jump shot, for not shooting his jump shot. Now, I got into it yesterday. I mean, the Ben slander should not be put up with. There's no reason for Ben Simmons to get as much hate as he does. There isn't. He's a great player. He's an all-star. And he's a generational type talent that is a jump shot away from being a top 5 player in the league. And I truly mean that. You put a jump shot on this kid, what else can he do? And that is my main argument. He can pass. He can rebound. He can steal. He can even get a couple blocks. He's a great passer. He does turn it over, but that's what happens when you're a superstar in this league. James Harden turns it over, and that's the guy that everybody wants to trade for. Devin Booker turns it over just as much as James Harden, but yet they are willing to give up a guy like Ben Simmons for them immediately without even thinking about anything. And I understand that in a way, I understand that. Devin Booker and James Harden are huge names in basketball. Huge names. And am I going to be destroying people for want James Harden and Devin Booker over Ben Simmons? No, because I can kind of understand why they would want it. Harden and Booker kind of play the same way. And, that is what we need. We need a shooter. We need a guy that's going to take the last shot, and Harden and Devin Booker both bring that to this team. But here's the thing. Do they make the players around them better? Yes, they will win games, but when it comes down to it, LeBron makes his teammates better. Jordan made his teammates better, in all honesty. He trusted John Paxson to take that shot. Steve Kerr, Kyrie Irving, Anthony Davis a couple times. It's about it. Yes, basketball is a huge scoring in basketball is a huge part of the game. Huge part. But when you look at his stats, when you look at his career stats, he does score. He does pass, and he rebounds. And people are killing him for it. I can understand if he was averaging a Rondo-type stat line in points, while he's averaging 10 points. Like, Rondo, I don't know. I don't think Rajon Rondo has averaged 10 points in his NBA career. Now, it could be close. Yeah, in his career, Rajon Rondo has averaged 10.2 points a game. Ben Simmons has averaged 16.4. And he's only going to get better. Like, you guys got to realize that. He's only going to get better. And the fact that people say he had improved that. Look at it like this. He went from 15.9 to 16.9 to 16.4. But then you look at other things. He didn't shoot a single three. He shot 28% this year. Did he shoot a lot of them? No, but he still made the ones that he took, somewhat. He went up in free throw attempts. He's went up in free throw percentage. He's went up in rebounding. I mean, he's went up in assists. He's went up in steals. He's went up in. He has gone up. He's been okay. I'll give you this. He's been a very consistent player when he's averaging 8.1, 8.8, and 7.8, 5.8, 6.6, 6.3. Like, his numbers in the rebounding category have gone a little bit down, but he had two big men this year. You can't forget that. He had guys clogging the paint this year. Can't forget that. But his assists went up from last year. His steals went up from last year and the year before that. So you can't tell me that Ben Simmons hasn't improved on anything. Anything. Because he has. He shoots better from the line. He passes better. He has been pretty consistent with his turnovers, 3.5, 3.5, and 3.4. And he's averaging 3.5 for his career. But he's an all-star. Two-time all-star. And might I remind you, he's 24 years old. But now to get into Carson Wentz's stats. He was an MVP in 2017. And that was the best year of his career before he got hurt. But his career stats are 16,074 yards, 109 touchdowns. Interceptions is a little bit high. He's averaging about 2%. He has 47 interceptions. But look at the receivers he had in 2017. That was by far the best receiving core he has had. Torrey Smith, a healthy Alshon Jeffrey. Who else was on that Super Bowl winning team? Nelson Aguilar had the best year of his career. Then you go from. Then in 2018 he was hurt. He was hurt, but he was decent. He was okay, but he was injured, and he went out. In 2019, Greg Ward was his best receiver. He had Greg Ward. He still had his tight ends. But other than Greg Ward and his tight ends, who did he have? Deontay Burnett? I mean, come on now. Now this year, Travis Fulgham is turning into a stud right before our eyes. And his turnovers are a little bit much, and I will say that. But that's why I don't understand how you can honestly say that Ben Simmons, as of right now in their careers, right now, how is Ben Simmons a more frustrating player than Carson Wentz? Because when Ben Simmons has improved his game in certain spots, and yes, I know shooting is a huge part of the reason why Ben Simmons is a frustrating player to watch, because he doesn't shoot. But when Carson Wentz doesn't turn the ball over, every second I get a tweet for like 5 minutes straight. Why did he hold on to the ball? Why did he, the reason why he's fumbling, he's getting intercepted. They have their flaws. They are not perfect. No player is perfect. Now, was Brett Favre perfect? No. He has the most interceptions of all time. And Carson Wentz play style has been compared to Brett Favre, where he's always looking for the home run play. And at times, it benefits this team. Ben Simmons has been compared to Magic Johnson and LeBron James. Those two comparisons of Ben and Carson with Favre and Magic and LeBron, those players are huge. And maybe because Carson Wentz's 2017 year and the comparisons that Ben Simmons has been given, maybe that does hurt them. And it probably does in the long shot. But can we wait on Ben Simmons at least? I want to see him under Doc Rivers. And for those of you that don't know my answer yet on who the most frustrating player in Philly is, to me, it's Carson Wentz. He's been frustrating this year. Very frustrating. Even more than Ben Simmons with his jump shots. It's true. That's how I look at it. So as of right now, Carson Wentz is the most I do. You can disagree with me, you can agree with me. But let me know down below. And if you are new and you like the content, make sure to subscribe. On the road to 1,000 subscribers. It'd be dope to hit that. But with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Let me know down below who you think is the most frustrating Philadelphia athlete in the city. And let me know why. Thank you all for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I am out. Peace.